Well, hi, it's Charles here. What do you know? Thought it was time to shoot a little video. I haven't really been up to it. It's now just a little over 4 weeks since my accident, and for those of you that may not know, I was in a pretty serious accident 4 weeks ago. T-boned. Woke up in a helicopter about to take me to trauma center at Methodist in Indy. And looked at myself, and I looked okay. I didn't realize that I had 5 pelvic fractures, including one in the back that's broken all the way through, top to bottom. 4 ribs, 9 to 12 fractured, a neck fracture, bleeding with lacerations on several organs. So they thought perhaps it would be a good idea to get to Indy. Fortunately for me, all the bleeding stopped, so they didn't have to do any of the surgery on anything on the pancreas or colon or whatever the rest was. Had to wear a collar for a couple weeks, which was annoying, but fortunately it wasn't a fracture where I ended up being paralyzed. The car was really destroyed, and I've heard at least 20 minutes to cut me out, but I have no recollection of that whatsoever, thankfully. But if you see photos, maybe I'll stick a couple photos at the end of this. It was pretty extensive. It really just shoved the whole car in on me. One thing I'm very grateful for is the fractures in the hips didn't have to have surgery. So I've got a couple more weeks to go with that no-touch left leg, and then we'll hopefully I'll get the clearance in a couple weeks so I can start to transition over from a walker and wheelchair over to more and more with crutches, putting weight on, which will lead to eventually walking, which will lead eventually to me getting back to running. How long that'll be, I don't know, and I'll be patient. I just want to thank everyone that's prayed for me, and I've heard from so many people. I couldn't have made this tape too long ago because I just get emotional. I'm getting a little emotional now, but just thankful to all my former students that reach out to me. And sometimes you hear people that, they get in a near-death situation and they go, "I didn't know people cared." Well, I'm blessed among men, and I had a wonderful career, and God's given me some talents to use, and so, I've already felt the love for years, so it wasn't surprising. It's just nice to hear from people that I hadn't heard from in a long time, and from complete strangers too. My name went out on the Ultra Twitter list, Twitter thing, and which I don't use, and I heard from some elite runners from around the world just encouraging me, but mainly what encouraged me so much was just fellow runners who have been at events that I've been at that I really, I don't know them very well, but I do videos of races, so people kind of know me there. But anyway, it's been a lot of blessing out of all this. A lot of pain at Trauma Methodist. I don't remember a lot of that. That was a blur. I know I didn't like the scans because they had to move me and all the ouching with that. And it just never seemed real. Then ended up at Columbus Rehab for a little over a week, and I got out a week or two early because I'm in good shape. I'm using this walker here, and it's hard enough with broken ribs and all the rest, but I'd really built my core up because I was getting ready for my 100-mile trail run at Chain of Lakes, which is this coming weekend. And so I was ready to go. This year I was mentally and physically prepared and would have finished with my friend Bob Cisco. So, it's a little discouraging, but, living is a lot better than, than just the race. So I'm going to go up this weekend, and I'm going to go over the start line after the race has started. I'm going to stay out of the way, cross the start line, with my chip on, go 100 inches. I was thinking 100 feet. I think I was just going to go 100 inches, take my tag off, and DNF right then, and I'll be very happy to get a did not finish on the list, but I wanted to be on the list. Will I go back next year? Probably. I had some unfinished business that I need to do, but I'm excited to go to encourage my friends, and if any whiners, I'm going to really give it to them if they're whining during the race. So it'll be fun. How am I doing now? There's still a fair amount of pain. I can't sleep on my bed yet. I've rested sometimes, but I can't lay on my side, which is how I sleep. It torques this left hip especially, and gets that fracture hurting. So I sleep in my Lazy Boy primarily, and I'm handling the pain. I think I'm taking a little less pain medicine now. Just the fatigue is phenomenal. Just doing one small thing in the morning and I can be done the rest of the day. I went to church yesterday with Susie. We went over to my daughter Jennifer's church to surprise them, and I'm still worn out from that, but that's okay. And then the other thing that's odd, and I'll kind of wind it up right here, is it just doesn't seem real to me. I woke up in a helicopter But even now, 4 weeks later, I can't tell you how many times a day I will be snoozing, open my eyes, and look and go, what's a wheelchair doing here? I mean, for several seconds, I'm going, why is there a wheelchair? Why is there... Oh, I was in a wreck. Because I still look at myself, and you don't see anything. You know, we've run into people at different places while we've gone out to Walmart or whatever. They have no idea what happened to me. And I feel like I'm obligated to tell them every little thing that's wrong with me, because I look like, you know, what I do, you know, pull a muscle in my back and you're in a wheelchair. And I've kind of, I don't really need to do that anymore. You know, if they want to know, I'll tell them. Otherwise, it's not important that they know the extent of my injuries. But that's right now. I don't like the phrase, I can't wrap my head around it, but I can't wrap my head around this yet. It still just seems impossible, because I lost all that time. Such a significant event happened in that split second on March 23rd on a Sunday morning after midnight. But I didn't see it. You know, I don't remember it whatsoever. And so on a daily basis, I have to remember, oh, this is what happened. And it's still, I can't explain it. Some of you know what I'm talking about. It absolutely still does not seem real to me. It seems like I'm reading a story about somebody else. But it's the story I'm living, and I'm thankful that I was in the shape that I'm in to handle this. I'm losing weight. I've got to pay attention more to my eating. I was 162 before the race. I'm 146 right now. So I'm now making sure to make a more concerted effort to eat, because I just couldn't eat that first week or two. But it's all getting good, and hopefully I'm doing some rehab, and hopefully there'll be more to come, and I'm going to be patient, and it's all going to be good. So it's been quite the experience, not done yet, and I don't know how long it'll be before I'll be just walking, but I'm looking forward to that, and I can't tell you how excited I'll be just to do a jog. So even a mile will seem great. I'm used to lately running 20, 30 miles and not really that beat up when I get home. So that's another mind changer. You know, I'm tired going to the kitchen and now, you know, compared to doing what I did before with the running. So my life has radically changed right now. It's kind of shrunk down into my office or home here. But that's okay. I have lots to do. I need to write my show for my Indiana Bicentennial show, and a lot of other things I need to get done. So I have time to do it. So running isn't the focus of my life, but it's an important part of it right now. So I'm doing well, and I thank you for your love and care. And have any questions or anything, I'll be glad to answer. And I always talk a lot, but I definitely have a story to tell now. Okay, here's a couple funny things. One is, one day we were at Columbus Rehab, and this nurse, I can't remember her name, she goes to our church. She's sitting next to me. You'll love this. And if you know me, you know I talk too much. I know that. And I try to control that, but it's just a gift from God. And she's sitting here, and Susie's over there drinking something in my room, and she puts a stethoscope on me. I'm not paying any attention whatsoever. She needs to just check my vitals and go to the next person. But no, I just keep talking. She's just really being nice. She puts the stethoscope on me, and I just don't I don't stop. I just keep on going. Finally, she just puts her finger in front of me. She goes, "Just a second, Charles, if you can." And of course, she meant if you can stop talking. Susie choked on whatever she was drinking. I had some of the most severe pain of this whole experience because I was laughing so hard because she had nailed me to the wall. Like, if you can stop, can you let me do my job here? And I'm just, all the fractures and the ribs and everything is hurting. I've got the neck collar thing on. So anyway, that was a good one. I really like that one. There's another one I can't remember right now. I'll try to remember to put that up later too. But anyway, we had all kinds of interesting comments and during this experience.